Uh, fuck. Hi, chat. What's up? How are you? Good morning. I think. I don't know. But I do know that, dude, fuck slimes. Yeah, I'm still using them. So, I kind of want to, like, look into getting replacement trackers. Because, two reasons why I was a little late. One, therapy. Because, you know, that's a thing that I do every Sunday because it helps. Therapy is a blessing. If you should try it sometime, it's really great. Second thing is my slimes were being all types of fucked up, and I'm wondering if it has to do with the fact that, like, there's 2 people alive right now in this household, and it's using all the upload bandwidth. You know, because, of course it is. I don't think it's ever been an issue before, but, like, I don't know. Ever since we had that one internet outage, it has just been, like, hell, right? It's just been fucking hell getting anything working, with an internet connection. It's actually been mind-boggling, and I don't know if it's just me, or if it's the house entirely, or it's just our internet service provider, but it's something's not firing, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of it until I figure it out. Anyway, Flamie, are you in the bathroom right now? Hi, Dundee. No, I'm actually I'm in a pool. I'm actually in a pool right now because why not? Anyway, chat, how are you? Flamie, I love you, crap. Flamie, marry me. No, I won't marry anyone. No. Besides, I'm already taken. You know, it's actually funny. Towards the last few days of my hell job, I actually, funny enough, had a situation that resulted in, like, resulted in me having to, like, comfort a person because they had the courage to ask me out. So there is a man in that job who is a closeted transmasc individual, right? And he had found out that I was trans femme. And it was kind of funny because he came to me and he was like, hey, so are you a woman or a boy? And it's like, I'm a woman. Why do you ask? And he basically was like, no reason. And then he pulls me aside and is like, so I'm trans as well, but I'm more closeted about it. Can you keep the secret? And I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I could keep your secret. No worries. Nobody's got to know that you're trans. And so, like, that was like earlier last month, right? So let me explain. Basically, towards, like, I think the day before my last day, I was sitting in like a bench area outside, and I was just on my phone playing Worldbox, right? I wasn't really doing anything, like, serious, right? This fucking guy comes to me and it's like, hey, so when do you plan on getting bottom surgery? And I was like, kind of taken aback, because he was like, it was like, you know, obviously personal question, and he did paraphrase that. He did preface that saying, hey, can I ask you a personal question? And I was like, yeah, sure. What's up? When are you gonna get bottom surgery? And I was like, I guess when I can afford it. I don't fucking know. Hi droid. The backrooms pool, JK. The pool rooms. Actually, funny enough, no, it's just a pool. It's just the cuck pool. It's just one pool. That's it. Here, just to really make you understand that it's just one fucking pool. Here. Where the fuck are you guys? Hey, Flamie. Oh. I should probably stop doing that. Hey, Flamie. Lens visibility. Solid. Good girl. Good job. Did I just give myself positive reaffirmation or affirmation for putting a camera on? Yes, I did. What are you gonna do about it? Anyway, the point being is that oh, I guess the camera does not like this. Okay. Or actually, no. My model doesn't like that. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Anyway. Because slimes! That's why. Fucking garbage ass trackers. I swear, they're fucking terrible. They are really terrible. Anyway, well, original slimes. I don't know about the new ones. Point being is that, like, he came to me and was like, hey, when are you gonna get bottom surgery? And I was like, okay, when I can afford it, because, you know, American healthcare system. Because I'm not going to brazenly hide my hatred for anything in this country. Like, I just will outright fucking say it. I'm like, yeah, no. American healthcare system, bad. Can't afford it, bad. You know, insurance providers, bad. But the point being is that, like, he sat down and he kind of, I asked him why he asked, right? Because I was like, all right, well, that's a weird question to ask someone. Like, you know, unless you want to fuck. But he kind of come up front and he was like, you want to go out on a date? American healthcare, bad. Yeah, like the emphasis on bad. Anyway, the point being is that he asked me out on a date, right? And I was just like, okay. I felt bad because I was just like chuckling. I was laughing a little bit. I wasn't laughing at him. I was just laughing that it was so cute that he tried to do that. And it was like, he kind of felt bad. And I was just like, hey, dude, I'm already taken. Like, 2 weeks from Sunday. I am not accepting people in the world. No. No, sec. No. Hey mods, can you do me a favor and explain to Sekrios that I'm on stream and that I'm just gonna do the solo today? Appreciate it. Howdy, fun time to walk, but I saw some clips on YouTube, wanted to drop a follow and sub, but you already have a sub. Hi, Sinful. Yeah, of course, welcome. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate it and thank you. Really nice of y'all. Also, I do have some follows here that I should probably get out of the way. Vaulttech2287, I think this person here, maybe, Songborb, Sunny Reporter, and let's see here, the Ninja Dragonic. Thank you for the follows. Welcome home. Mwah. Also, yeah, Sinful, I'm glad that you came by, hon. Thank you for coming over. Hey, it's good to have you here. On it. Yeah, no, it's nothing bad. I just very much, like, I do know that, like, people want to hang out with me while I'm on VRChat. And I very much would like to do this solo today. I need this, because, like, trust me. Hello. Hi, Joa. How are you? Welcome. And, yeah. I mean, I'll bold as fuck. I'll give them that. It's such a weird way to ask someone out, right? And so I kind of did this. I was just like, hey, guy. Like, I gave him the fucking shoulder and everything. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Mom. Hi. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I gave him the fucking shoulder and everything. I was like, hey, guy. That's some I'm already taking 2 weeks from Sunday, but good job. Like, I actually respected the confidence that he had to just boldly outright say, you want to go out on a date? Like, look, that's all it takes, really. Genuinely. Like, really, for any woman, for any guy who's, like, wondering, how do I ask a woman out? It's just 2 things. 1, just ask, hey, you want to go on a date? You don't need some fucking stupid Riz tactic. You don't need some fucking stupid ass fucking charisma. I mean, you don't need any like fucking motherfucker. You don't need to like, I don't know, fucking have a shitty pickup line. You just need to ask. You never know. And the other thing about it too is you got to be able to handle rejection. And this guy did really good. And I explained to him, I'm like, no, I'm already taken, and hey, I'm proud of you. That took some balls, and I'm, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. You'll find your peace. So, like, genuinely, it's a good vibe. It's really genuinely a good vibe. I was just kind of taken aback, and apparently, like, a lot of people at that job really liked me. I didn't know this until I talked to the general manager, because apparently he was into the gossip about me, which is weird because people apparently believed that I was like some porn star and that this was like a side gig because I wasn't doing well. And I mean, technically I kind of am a little bit. A little bit, but e-girl. But hey, everything. But getting food with my dad in a bit. Father's Day is here, and I got some chocolates. Hope you're doing well, Donner. I'm doing good. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Father's Day. Look, my dad is a deadbeat, right? In the worst way possible. He still tries to be a part of my life. I want nothing to do with him, right? So, if you have your dad in your life, okay, still, you should go and tell them you love them, and tell them Happy Father's Day. And if you're old enough, buy them a beer, okay? Show appreciation to them, because not everybody is as fortunate to have one. And, I do understand the importance of having a father figure. It is stability. Right? It's to give a dominant figure in your life, because that dominant figure determines how you handle people around you, right? So, yeah, if you have a dad or dad figure or a caregiver that is a dad, tell them Happy Father's Day. Buy them a beer. Do that activity that they've been wanting to do with you for years. Make their day. I think that's something that needs to be prefaced. Anyway. Oh, right. Also, welcome, Drakus. Hi. Hello. Welcome. I see we have a lot of new faces today. Interesting. It's been a while. How have you been? I've been good, Valcanion. It's good to see you. I'm actually doing really well. I've been very busy and very focused. So I've been kicking ass, I think. I mean, I'd like to think I am. There is no shame in leveraging your considerable assets, Law. I mean, obviously, yes. You are right. You are okay, you're not wrong. I just found it funny that before I left the job, my boss was literally telling me people thought I was a porn star that wasn't doing so well. Like, and the reason was, okay, and here's the thing, like, I already know what I got, okay? I know what I have. I take great pride in my work, but I take beautiful consideration into my assets, right? The reason people thought I was a porn star is my voice and my ass. No shit. Literally, my voice and my ass. Which... Yeah. Because the way... Okay, because I have a pretty, like, thick butt, right? I have a pretty thick butt. I've got a big ass. Like, you could go look at IRL photos of me. That I've posted. I have a curvy ass. Like, it's pretty thick. Like, it's not a secret. But, like, the voice thing kind of caught me off guard. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? They're like, my boss is literally telling me, he's like, you kind of have like a very sensual voice, right? A voice that you normally don't hear in public. And I was just like, Oh yeah, no, that's right. And then I talked to one of my coworkers and I asked him, I was like, hey man, I'm not gonna go to HR, but I gotta ask, what do you think of my voice? And he's like, yeah, no, your voice is like one of those dick sucking voices. And I was just like, dick sucking voice. I mean, I've sucked a good amount, but still. Anyway. You got a cool goat model. Did you make it yourself? Cryptia Curves. I did the textures, but the model was made by Cryptia Curves. So, you know, there you go. I did the texture myself, though. Anyway, 50. 50 left, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know. So, hey chat, we're almost to 2K on Twitch, which means if I get to 2K before my birthday, I'll be playing Baldi's Basics during the 24-hour stream. Just thought I'd let you know. Trust me, mine's scumbag too. Wait, hold on. I saw this. Boss, get back to work after you spill the tea. After you, yeah, literally that's what it was. Let's see here. Also, random OC lore. Okay, I got you. So, Hearttaker actually has two versions of herself, right? There is the version that everybody sees, which is Heart herself. But there's a separate version, and it's called Morality, right? And it's the leftover bits of her previous iteration, unchained, right? Meaning that, like, in a line of succession with my soul, basically there is like an iteration succession thing, right? Morality is the one that was broken free by Heart and lives her own life. Basically, she's a lost wandering version of myself, seeking answers and trying to figure out what went wrong and what she could do to do better, right? Whereas Heart, well, I mean, he's high. But the point being is that Morality is kind of like AZ, right? A wandering soul, and is a little bit like L, a damaged soul, right? She wants to redeem herself, but she wants answers. And so she travels around and she kind of like does her thing, seeking answers on what it means to be human. So, like, you know, truth, ideals, morality. Anyway, get back to our nice ass voice, nice voice of an ass. Bruh. Okay, but to be fair, okay, like, I don't know why my people thought I was a porn star, aside from the ass and the voice. Like, look, listen, I kind of have a wild look to me. I know. Listen, I know IRL, I kind of look wild as fuck. I look like the stray cat that came out of the fucking, like, strip club. I get it. But let me explain something to you. The voice is just how I speak. I didn't, like, take it away from someone. I didn't mimic someone or copy someone. I didn't do any of that. I didn't voice train either. My voice is just my voice. I didn't even fucking voice train. That's the weird part. Like, all these other people do, like, voice training and voice modulation and, like, or they hear someone, like, their Oshi and they look up to them and then they fucking copy their voice and shit. I don't do that, right? My voice has always kind of been this weird fucked up amalgamation of accents, and then, like, I kind of get an idea as to what I want to be, right? So, like, you know, when I was starting to transition, I wanted to work on my voice because I was hearing people like Tay, and I was hearing Eve, and I was hearing Silesia, and a bunch of my friends back then, and I was like, you know what? I want to be different. I want to be the big sister. Like the gothic big sister who eats at your Popeye's chicken and fucking spits the bones at your face type voice. And then that kind of culminated into being like a weird fucking aunt voice. And then like it then became a sensual mommy voice, which everybody seems to really like. And then now we're here. Sensual mommy voice with gremlin energy and kind of spits in your face and calls you gay. Anyway. Yeah. And like kind of, you know, crazy, but hey, you know, body languages, Flames, body languages. Okay, but like, wait, oh my god, that actually makes sense. Wait, that actually makes sense. Wait a minute, wait a fucking minute. Actually, hold on. Actually, okay, all right, wait, bear with me. I do walk a very specific way, IRL. Ask Nikki or ask Kantha. I calmly. I walk a very specific way because I like showing off, right? I do. I like showing off. It's something that I like to do, right? I walk a very specific way with my ass being able to shake, right? Oh my god. Oh, and I also have a lot of confidence. An unusual amount of confidence for someone of my stature. Like, it's kind of scary. I also have, like, mean bitch energy, according to people. Like, whenever I'm around, there's usually two things that people say. Calm energy, mean bitch posture. And it's like, oh, okay, that actually makes sense to why people think I'm... Oh. Yeah, that checks, actually. Surely is how I would describe it. Surly. What the fuck does surly mean? Wait, what does surly mean, actually? No, like, genuinely. Here, let me, Oh, my... There we go. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, what the fuck does surly mean? Go for a swim. Are you satisfied? Are you fucking satisfied now? I'm okay with Flamie's face hawk to it, but I draw the line with being called gay. Hey chat member. The closet's calling. You should unlock it. For me. Anyway. I don't know how to count this as a Bimoy moment or not, Flamie. What? Blue? Her blue? What does that mean? Huh? Hello, Flamie. Let's see here. I need to find something here. No, but like, what does like surly mean? I actually don't know. What does that mean, chat? Also, bear with me. I'm so sorry. Just checking something out real quick. What does that mean? No, I'm keeping it locked. The monsters scare me. What? You don't let little old me scare you? Oh, that's cute. Anyway. Just gonna like, fucking do this to you. Just kind of like, what's wrong? Monsters afraid of you? Or are you afraid of them? Doesn't matter. They're always watching. Anyway. Having proper assurance of something. Oh, yeah, no, that just is my overwhelming piss amount of like confidence that I have, because like, yeah, I'm pretty assured of myself when it comes to how I am in public. It's usually when people it's usually when I make mistakes that I struggle, right? Like when I fuck up with people, right? When I fuck up with people, and I mean this, okay? I look, you've seen it before. When I know I've made a mistake, I recoil, okay? I take a step back and I recoil because like I don't like hurting people and I don't like making mistakes when it comes to people, right? I can admit when I'm wrong because guess what? Most likely I am. But I will say this, Okay, and this is just context. A lot of the time, the things that I do, at the aftermath of it, do kind of repair those mistakes, and that's where the confidence gets built back up, right? It's important. Does anyone remember the film Scary Godmother? No, actually, I don't, but I do remember Scary Movies 1 through 4. Didn't they make like a few more after that? I have to do an actually here. Surly is an adjective that describes someone who is bad-tempered, unfriendly, and rude. It often implies a sullen, gruff, or menacing attitude without necessarily being openly aggressive. Wow. Listen, I don't mean to be openly aggressive, but fuck, okay, shit. Like, ow. 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 I kind of like the other description. Ow, that fucking hurt. Okay, you know what? Fair. Alright, I can be kind of a bitch. I can understand that. That is something I will admit. I can be a bit of a bitch, and I can be a little, a little mean, so to speak. Like I said, I can be cold when I want to be. Flamie, it's a certified hood classic. I think Timon is using a different definition than though. If Timon's using a different definition, and you're telling me, like, I'm hearing assuredness, but I'm also hearing you're a bitch. I mean, wouldn't that just make me an assured bitch? Anyway. Aren't we all a little mean, though? I mean, yeah, but, like, I tried to be nice about it. Like, I don't know. When I sit here and I'm like, okay, like, I'm also a bit of a brat, right? Like, I know what I am. I'm a brat, okay? But I try to be kind with it, right? I try to play with it, right? That's kind of what makes me, likable, okay? I actually care about people, and I try not to overstep the meanness. Right, but the point being is like, you know, I mean, I guess like everybody does. I just try to not be an asshole. Okay, like I can be cold, I can be mean, I can be an asshole, but I try not to be. There's no fucking point in it. Well, I'm bad, and you know it. Listen, somebody's got to be the resident bad girl. And if I have to be it, then fucking so be it. I mean, I'm already fucking... I have a few people who don't like me anyway, so it's, like, not a big deal, right?
Yep. Good job, bro. Good.
Okay, look, I said I had people who don't like me. Okay? Fuck. Ow. Bitch. Shits, I'm gonna... I'm not bad, I'm just rigged that way. Hey, chat. I'm not bad, I'm just rigged different. True, I try to be nice as possible because you can never get me to get walked over by some person. I just got tired. Okay, here's the thing, right? And this is just my personal take on this topic at hand. People have often had made the observation about me as a person, thinking that, like, I changed. I did not change. I mean, I changed a lot, but, like, the thing that people think that I changed with is I stopped caring. No, I've always cared. The difference is I stopped letting people walk all over me, and I stopped having a boot on my neck for the sake of others, and I stopped taking my own sword and putting it into my heart, like, for others. Like, that's the thing. I had a conversation with a content creator who got mad recently with another content creator, right? About another content creator. And this content creator was accusing this person of being clout chasey, alienating themselves from others, and like a bunch of other shit. And I know this person, right? I know why they're doing what they're doing, and I'm kind of partially responsible for that. So when I sit here and I listen to this person talk about them, I kind of got a little pissed because, like, I'm doing the same things, right? And so I confronted them about it. I told them, hey dude, that person has a lot going on right now. They've been through a pretty rough start of the year, and I'm partially to blame for that. So, when I sit here and I tell you what I know from their personal life and what I did, I could tell you they're doing what they need to do, right? They are doing the exact same shit that I'm doing, right? I'm focusing on myself. I'm prioritizing me and my growth and my content. I will make time for the people I want around me, but I'm not going to drop everything for people anymore. And with that being understood, does that make me a bad person? Because I'm focusing on myself. So the things that you're accusing this person of doing, you know, let me guess. Would you get mad at me because I'm doing the exact same shit? Would you go to someone else and talk shit about me because you're talking shit about them to me, full well knowing I still care about that person and I don't want to hear it? No, it's called boundaries. Exactly. And that person kind of clicked and understood that, like, okay, maybe this is a bad idea. See, it's something that I learned, and maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, right? But I don't like it when people villainize people for the sake of making them a villain, right? If you want a villain, I will happily give you one. But I don't want to hear people villainizing people because their feelings are hurt. People right now are busy. I'm busy. The person I mentioned earlier is extremely busy. Arguably, I think me and that content creator are two of the busiest people right now, because guess what? I don't have any time to talk to people anymore. I just don't. And I think there are certain things that you can stand up for yourself, but there's also a time when you have to stand up for your friends. Yes, I'd also point out that there is a fine line that you can cross. You can stand up for yourself. You can stand up for your friends. You can stand up for people you used to be friends with. And for the record, you can also stand up for your enemies too, because your enemies, at the end of the day, are just friends that went wrong, right? And like, this person and I aren't friends anymore. We haven't been friends for months, and that's my fault. But I'm not gonna let someone villainize them because, like, you know, they're upset and they're hurt. I don't like people villainizing other people. I know what that's like. I know what it's like being called a monster. That angers me. Hearing someone who is doing what they need to do and being attacked indirectly. It's upsetting. This shit's fucking stupid. It's so fucking childlike. And I know because I've done it before myself. And it's shitty. It just... I really wish people would just understand that, like, people are just trying to survive. We're all busy. We all are pushing ourselves to the point of exhaustion, right? And, you know, a little empathy goes such a long way to understand that is something that is, like, needs to happen. Not going to your friend's DMs, talking about this person that you're a former friend with now, and being like, yeah, fuck them. They're a cloud chaser. They're alienating. It's like, shut up. They're doing the same shit I'm doing. So, by definition, you're attacking them, you're attacking me. So, yeah. I kind of took this personally because I know what it's like to be, I know what it's like to be villainized. And I hate that. I really do. I don't say I hate a lot of shit, but I do. It pissed me off. And thankfully that person understood that, like, what they were doing was wrong. But... Oh. You can stand up for yourself. You can stand up for your friends. But you can stand up for your formers. You can. You don't just have to fucking look at someone dejectedly and not stand up for them. sometimes it's okay to admit that, like, things went bad and you care about that person and you don't want people to get the wrong interpretation of said person. I mean, that's kind of what happened with me, right? People who attacked me, fucking, my former friends still defend me. It's weird, actually, but I understand it. Anyway. Also, you look like a lot of the goats, like the goats from Deltarune and Undertale. That's because Rosie's my cousin. Anyway, Rosie is my cousin. Anyway, but hi, welcome. I have been working and focusing on myself to do better, and it's working wonders one thing at a time. I have people just trying to find dirt and accusations to make themselves look good, just to play a victim card. It's annoying. It's so fucking annoying. It's, if you remember last VRChat stream, I talked about emotional manipulators, right? How fake friends and emotional manipulators kind of do the same thing, right? They're actually really bad, but one's worse than the other. Emotional manipulators are probably worse. You know, also, hi babe, give me 1 second, I got you. I will get some water. Okay. Hi, Skips. How are you, my love? Where's the camera? There it is. Hi. Boop. Yeah, but emotional manipulators are, like, really bad, right? When people, like, don't understand when I say, like, you know, at least a person who is a fake friend will lie to your face. An emotional manipulator won't. They won't say anything. They'll just attack. And I mean that. I know. And I think when you start trying to find reasons to hate someone, they're not the problem. You are. That's kind of fun, right? Because I talked to another friend of mine, right, about this situation. And that friend kind of put it into perspective of like, you know, it's funny. That person actually is doing the same shit that they're accusing of that person. You know. And I found it interesting. So, because when I did a little bit of thinking about it, I was just like, huh, yeah, I guess they kind of have. So, I guess my thing is, if you're going to villainize someone, make sure you have your ducks in a row before you try to fucking throw shit at people. Because, like, some people don't have the means to defend themselves, and they simply just take the beating. At that point, it's cruel. I don't think that's okay. Anyway, wasn't in the episode you're thinking of, episode 143. Yeah. I remember a guy called my friend, his ex cheated on him and blamed him for the breakup. Talked to me about it, and he's like, about this Spider-Man, he's like, forget that, man. Are you okay? Yeah, like, I think the thing is like, I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it again. It's okay to sit there and ask someone, are you okay? Because, like, genuinely, admittedly, that's something that anyone wants to hear. Everyone wants to feel validated, everyone wants to feel like they matter, yada yada yada. You've heard me say this a lot. And it's unfortunate. Also, hi Dark Dashy, welcome. It's just really annoying that, like, people get so caught in their emotions with shit about things, and they don't really consider, like, the other side's scenario and the other side's feelings, because it's not about them, it's about them, right? And it's just like, dude, like, I think that's the thing that pisses me off most about, like, this environment, right? It's like the streaming shit. It's like, dude, fucking, like, have a heart. Understand, if you care about someone, you listen to them. You hear what's going on in their lives, and you try to be more considerate, right? Like, the shit that I've been through, people have been very respectful about. Like, but, like, that's the thing. Some people don't understand that, and it becomes a fucking nightmare. You seem like a good person. I like you. Yeah, so I've been told. I wouldn't say I'm a good person. I wouldn't say I'm a bad person. I'm a person who has scars. I wear my scars with pride because I know what it's like to hurt in various forms. I've taken a lot of fucking lashes and beatings, but emotionally, physically, and mentally. I know that a lot of it's self-inflicted, but I have infinite time to think about everything, and it's kind of been helpful. Me too, Flamie. Me too. Yeah, but that's my point, right? I don't like people villainizing people. That's actually was something I wanted to talk about today, because, like, I'm glad I did, because, like, it's been something that has been on my mind for a while, for years now, about, like, how people villainize other people, how people villainized me, like, just, it's just petty. It's petty and it's childish, and the feelings of being hurt are valid, but I think coming to irrational conclusions with those emotions does more harm than good. Anyway, went spelunking in my closet for more Pokemon cards. Did you know? Did you know? That's interesting. I'm glad that you have been having a good time with that. I was thinking that maybe I should go buy some Pokemon cards myself. I think you're gonna get me involved in this whole Pokemon card thing now, Skips. Like, if Unity is gonna try and get me involved in Magic and Destiny, I think I should let me get involved more in Pokemon. So, yeah, you know, because I do like the funny art cards. The art cards are pretty. I do. And, like, I like collecting cards because of the art. So, Flamie, are you okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm actually doing wonderful, believe it or not. I think people are hearing what I'm saying and think that I'm angry, and that but I'm really just I over-exaggerate, and I kind of emphasize my words with a lot more fucking fist more than I do with my words, right? My words pack a punch, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Here's a tip. Save $1,093 and get ready to beat up 36-year-old Discord mods at a Target. I already beat up scalpers. Anytime I see them, I throw something at them, and then I just walk away. Like, the other day, I fucking was at a Target. I had a coffee in my hand, and I saw a scalper over there hoarding shit. You know what I fucking did? I chucked my fucking Starbucks coffee at him, and I just walked away. Like, nothing ever happened. And you know what the best part is? I didn't get in trouble for it. Like, the manager didn't give a shit or anything. Like, I didn't hear anything about it. I fucking chucked that thing at him, hot coffee all over him, and I just fucking walked away. And nobody batted an eye. Look, scalpers deserve pain. They're one of the few groups of people that I think deserve violence. Aside from Republicans and, like, MAGA fuck and conservatives. Like, you know, they're all, you know, and you know, the obvious ones, like the illegal ones, like PDFs and like zoophiles and shit. Like, there are groups of people that I really think deserve violence. They deserve pain, and lots of it, because they inflict pain on other people or things, and that's not okay. Anyway, but the point being is that, yeah, I chucked a fucking coffee at a scalper at Target, and it was like the best thing I could have done that could have easily gotten me in trouble. Like, if the guy had saw me, he would have tried to demand to press charges. Thankfully, the Target manager saw the footage, pulled me aside. Like, I was getting, like, fucking syrups and shit, right? And he pulled me aside and he's like, hey man, I saw that you did this, right? I saw that you did this. And he's like, thank you, because these people are problems. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck them, you know? It's true. Like, you know, he's like, next time though, if it happens, you know, we might have to like call the cops. And it's like, do you really though? And he chuckled and he said, no. But that's the point. Is like, it's like, fuck these people, man. Like, they're fucking parasites. People do get sick and tired of scalpers, so of course no one cared you did it. Yeah, like, they don't actually do anything. They're pathetic. They're weak. They're fucking spineless. Like, they have nothing. So naturally, you know, they're easy to break. Sorry. I'm realizing that I'm kind of crossing that threshold of, oh, shit, I'm disconnecting myself from humanity, and I probably should stop that. Scalpers can be very annoying. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. My coworker's wife made a shirt for me that said, that's it, you're going to the wood chipper. I like my wife's saying, that's it, I'm putting you in the bear wiggler. It's kind of cute, but I like the wood chipper more. Alright, that's it. Your nuts are going into the blender. No more bloodline for you. Anyway. Not all heroes with waves. They have a ridiculous goat ass. Dude, can I tell you something funny? It's like, I had just bought that coffee. That was probably the most violent $3 I had ever spent. Aside from just buying ammunition for my guns. Like, genuinely. It was the most violent $3 I have ever bought. And look. I don't do it often, right? I don't. But if I see you, I'm gonna get you. Joke's on you, I'm sterile. Hey, now is now the time to tell people that, like, before I came out as trans and I started transitioning, I actually apparently was sterile. Like, believe it or not, I was actually sterile. Like, I went to a doctor to get evaluated, right? And they did some, like, you know, lab work and a few other things to kind of verify what my sperm count was and shit before they approved hormones for me, right? My doctor looks at me and says, hey, so here's two things about you that I think you should know. One, your estrogen by default, like this is before hormones and everything, your estrogen by default is higher than your testosterone. Like, I think if I remember correctly, my estrogen was like 220 and my testosterone levels were like 98. So well out of range for a cis male. And so they were like, so like I already had a head start. Apparently I just had the wrong genes. But the second thing that was interesting, and I think it's really funny, is he looks at me and he's like, I'm sorry, but it's probably the best to not go to a sperm bank and like deposit your sperm. And I was like, wait, why? And they're like, hun, you're sterile. You're sterile. You're not ever having kids. And I was just like, you know, I think he was like thinking I was going to be heartbroken. I was kind of relieved. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Cool. Nice. Glad to know that I won't ever have children. And he kind of looked at me confused, like, the fuck? And it's just like, dude, like, look, I'm already a fucking brat. Like, if I want kids, I'd rather just adopt anyway. But, like, the thing is like, I don't really care about having children, ever. I don't want to raise a child in this fucking hell world that we're in. So, like, if it's bad now, what's it gonna be like when they're adults, you know? Like, I don't want children. No, I'm satisfied and content with just not having kids. Is this me being rude? I asked a trans male, is it offensive if I say, hey, what's up, dude? I think that's more affirming for trans mask, if I remember correctly. Like, for trans femme, it depends on the person, right? Like, I don't give a shit, right? I use dude, brother, bro, fucking, hey man. Like, I use those terms in a general term. And I'm okay with them being used with me, personally, right? Preferably the brother one, I kind of wish to some people wouldn't do that. I just wish they'd do sister. But no, like, I'm cool with general terms, but I know it depends on the person, right? It depends on the person, right? The person and what they're comfortable with. What's pamp chick? Oh, right. I'm dry, by the way. I'm dry. I changed before I went live. Fun fact, I'm incontinent. Spinal damage. It's fun. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's actually fucking terrible. It sucks. It's actually miserable. Yeah. Hey, no more kids. $3 well spent in my book. Yeah. Like the thing is like, scalpers are, like I said, they're very weak. They're very pathetic. They have no spine to stand on. And they're easily fucking broken. When a man has nothing to give to the world and starts to take, you can easily take their dignity. Because a man without any shame already has no dignity to begin with. They have nothing. So what's a man to do when he has nothing? Well, nothing at all. You can just break them. Anyway. See, this is why I have to be very careful with my disconnects, because like when I start doing shit like this, this is where I start kind of like the wires start pulling off, and it's just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this because I'm gonna get like fucking go crazy or something. I feel like I should be taking notes. Hi, I'm fucking crazy. Couldn't you tell? Can I suplex the scalpers, mama? Yeah, sure, why not? Go off, kiddo. I'll be over here getting McDonald's. You want some chicken nuggets? You want some chicken nuggets? I'll get you the Szechuan sauce, if they have it. If I ever would come across a scalp, I would kick their ass and give them the stuff that, with fire passion. Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. Fuck, I don't know if it was my wife's. I know it was somebody I know, right? Has horror stories working in a store, with scalpers, and like, it just constantly being in effect. I think it might have been Skips, but I know Skips doesn't work in a store. I think she's been in stores with those people, and then you just kind of like, or like they do their thing. We live in crazy times. Hi, DJ Merrily. Welcome. Yeah, we do, huh? Like, it's like I said, I personally would not want to raise a child in this time. I also would not want to subjugate a child to my lifestyle, right? Like, dude, I understand, like, content creators having kids because they're like, well, I want to have a family. But, like, dude, no. I personally look at my lifestyle as a content creator, and I'm just like, no, I wouldn't want to put a kid through the shit. How? Dude, you know what would be really fucking unnerving? If I actually made it, had a kid, and my kid has to deal with the harassment and bullying or the parasocial lines of like that of that. Like, that'd be fucking terrible for the kid. Knowing that like everybody knows your mother, you know, like, it's kind of why when I see certain content creators and they have children, I kind of have a heart for the kids, because when they go to school, if they like go to like a public school, which none of them probably are, right? Let me explain. None of them probably are. But if your parents are famous, most likely if you're caught on the camera peripheral, they're gonna know who you are, right? It's kind of why I don't like when, you know, YouTubers or Twitch streamers bring their kids on camera, especially when they're babies, right? It's it's kind of a thing that I frown upon personally, right? It is. Because, like, how would you feel? Okay, put yourself in that kid's perspective, right? How would you feel knowing that, like, you're in the cafeteria and you're just eating your lunch with your friends? Those people only are with you because your mother or father are famous. shit's fucking... It's fucked. Oh, Earth Mother, the video I saw yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about, but if it's anything like what I just said, then yeah. You good, Snake? I'm good. I'm good, yo. I'm good. How's the high Grapefrush? I used to be bullied since I was a kid. I used to be a bully. I was the bully in school. Like, I was. I never got bullied, but I definitely was the bully. But I didn't bully my fellow students. No. I didn't bully them. I terrorized the teachers and the principals. I've always had kind of like an issue growing up with authority. And to me, those pillars needed to be knocked down. You know you're bad as a kid when the principal is terrified of you and you can bully the principal into submission. That's how bad I was. Not saying more because it involved a content creator. Yeah. Fair enough. Understandable, DJ. And yeah, I completely understand. To give content to this guy, I walked over to Albertsons and grabbed something and machine. Not being used, and wanted to grab my food first before emptying our carts and crates and going back to the machine. I said, fuck this, and went outside anyway. Yeah, I remember this. We were talking about this, yeah. Oh no, uh-oh. Wait. Everything okay? Mods, is everything okay? Or are they just saying uh-oh or oh no because of the things that are being said in chat? In chat. Got it. Okay. Thank you, mods. I appreciate it. I was a little concerned. I was like, uh-oh, did something fucking happen? But yeah, no, I used to be a bully. I used to. Now, there are some tendencies where I can be kind of like I said, I can be a bitch. I can be cold. But I don't go out of my way to terrorize people. Why? Why bother? It's a waste of fucking time and energy. If anyone should be terrorizing, I should be terrorizing, it's myself. But I don't even do that anymore either, so what's the fucking point? Also, hi, Bobble. My problems with the story started in school because they told me to walk off a broken arm. My problems with school were because of my dysfunctions with my family. Like that's just the bottom line. Like life at home. Also, Mazza, hey, what's up? Which variant you want, sweetheart? Which variant you want? You gotta tell me. Let me know what, chat mods, let me know what Mazza says, because, like, I need to know which ones. Like, they have to talk in chat in order for me to actually know which one it is, okay? So give them, like, 5 minutes. If I don't see anything, refund them the points. I don't want to talk about what happened in my bowling's past. Let's just say I broke this big one. I don't know why when I redeemed. They have, okay, so in the description of that redeem, there are the names. So if you're talking about the big one, you're talking about Candy or Queen Size. You're talking about Queen Size, honey. That's the one you're talking about. Anyway, let me just put on my shirt. Because originally I was gonna like be swimming in the pool and shit, and then I realized there's no point. There we go. And then here, let's do this. Let's fly this out a little bit. Because I know why you want this specific model, right? There we go. There we go. There you go. Is that better? Anyway. But the point being is like, yeah, like, I had dysfunction growing up in my house. I actually didn't really have a home myself to speak of. Like, I actually constantly got kicked out of my own home as a kid and was put in other places, like other homes and whatnot. It was actually kind of terrible. And it was just really bad. It was just a bad fucking living environment. And yeah, like yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't let me say or let me text which variant when I deemed what it is what it meant. I don't. Twitch has been really weird lately. The chat box has been fucking weird. I must hug. Quite the model. Aww. Thank you, dears. But the point being is like, yeah, like I mean, it's no big secret. I grew up in a really dysfunctional house. I didn't really have a home growing up. When you've been tossed around between like hospitals and like group homes and foster care, and like you come back home and you're being told by your parents that your own bedroom is not your bedroom, and while you're away, you know, you're 8 years old, and while you were away, they turned your bedroom into an office place. They take your bed and they tear it up with a fucking machete. Yeah, because of their own anger management issues. You're being told you're the problem when, you know, they're fighting about their fucked up marriage. You're being thrown into crack shacks and, you know, your mom's best friend's old house that their uncle oversees. Yeah, you're being thrown into trailers. You're being locked out of your house. I can't sit here and say my childhood was good. It was terrible. And most of it was terrible. The first time I actually felt like I had some sort of stability, and the ironic part is it was a facade of stability, was when I left the last group home when I turned 18. That's because like my dad fucking was like, you can come with us to Japan again for the second time around, or you can just live on your own. All you have to do is sign your life away with this power of attorney. And I wasn't gonna do that. And I'm glad I didn't. I would rather struggle and hurt and fucking thrive and survive than fucking have someone step on my neck anymore. Yeah, it's kind of makes sense to a lot of people why I'm the way I am now. I could have easily ended up a dysfunctional nightmare, and I kept my resilience. I did. I looked at the other end, and I said, I want that. There were every opportunity for me to break, to snap, to be done. I'm glad I didn't. So yeah, when I sit here and say I was a bully in school, yeah, I kind of was. Like, I remember vigorously growing up, and chat, by the way, I'm fine. I'm good. I honestly am okay. I'm not saying this for pity. I'm actually telling you my background because, like, you guys already know. But for those who are new, and you're like, well, why the fuck is the goat the way she is? Like, what makes her her? Why is she so caring? Why is she so kind? Why does she operate with her friends the way she does? This is why, right? I'm good. But like the thing is like I remember growing up as a kid. My stepdad took me and my little brother and my little sister, and my stepdad has a lot of fucking anger management issues. He's a hateful son of a bitch. His own kids fucking hate him. So you know it's bad when your own fucking kids want you dead. Point being is that, like, when we were younger, I don't know what it was about him, like, respecting me and then fucking treating me like shit. But he would pin me and my little brother a lot into fighting. And we'd go out in the backyard. He'd start shit with us, right? Like, he'd place things that would he know would start shit between me and him. And then when we had problems, he would just kind of put us in the backyard and, like, go fight it out. Also, Duchess Irene, thank you for the follow, honey. Welcome home. Mwah. Sorry, we're getting into, like, really touchy stuff. I hope that is not a big deal for you. But either way, thank you for the follow. So we went outside, and he would teach us how to fight. Like, actually fight. Now, of course, I didn't like to fight. I didn't. I never did. I never do. But, I'm really good at it, apparently, because I'm really good at defining people's weak points. And so what ended up happening is my little brother had a worse temper than I do. And he did not like to lose. Like, keep in mind, this little scrawny little shit was heavier than me because he'd eat more. And, like, he'd actually, like, get a normal life. I was always constantly frail. But I understood weak points. I understood how to get under people's skins and break them. And when I found their vulnerabilities, I took advantage of it, right? It was actually something that it's kind of the intimidating factor of me. And so anytime we fought, he'd sit there and watch things happen. And so, like, it was just hell, right? So when I finally win, my little brother would lose his shit and grab a fucking metal bat and try to fucking get at me. And that was when, like, our mother would step in, right? And, like, tell him to get the fuck in his room, tell me to go the fuck outside. And then, like, it resulted in, like, a complete fighting nightmare. This happened at least, like, I want to say 3 times a month. It was bad. I did not have a normal childhood. And again, that's not me sitting here telling you this to feel bad. Like, I'm just kind of explaining to you, like, here's why I am. You know, it's, you know, it is true. Like, bad circumstances can make you a bad person, but they don't have to define you. Anyway, point being is, yeah, I was a bully in school because of my circumstances at home. Shit, Han. I use Han for everyone. Things are at least marginally better now. Leagues better. I'm about to turn 29 next month. I have a stable job. I'm at my most confident and my most self-loved, right? As much as I, you know, have my problems with people understand that I'm trying. People understand that I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm doing good, right? Never in my life have I felt more content with my content, right? I feel like I'm in a good place with my content. I love my community. I love my friends. I love my family, specifically my found family, right? I live with 2 people who I love endearingly and care about and will do anything to make sure that they're okay, right? You know, and they just want me to be okay. I have moms who really love me, right? And I'm, you know, thankful that, you know, despite all the weird shit the last several years, I have a really fun story. And I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I've been given, whether it be my work or the work of others. Because, yeah, it's really good to, when you look back, when I look back at my own story, when I look back at everything that has happened to me, I can't help but smile. Not because it's a smile of pain, but it's a smile of, yeah, that sucked, but I'm here now, and that's okay. Dang, Grandma. Also, Kit D, thank you for the follow. Welcome home. Mwah. Appreciate you, sweetie. That's terrible. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Don't let it put people down. Fuck yeah. Likewise. Listen, I think I can say this for a fact. You can only treat others how you treat yourself. You treat yourself poorly, you're gonna treat others poorly. Yeah. Genuine question. Does your model reflect what you're wanting IRL in terms of your body? Actually, yes. Believe it or not. Yes. I want to gain weight. I know that this is like a weird thing to talk about publicly, but I am a fat fetish streamer at the end of the day. I am a degenerate streamer, right? I don't just cover weight gain, but I definitely like do, like, dude, I'm a degenerate. I'm a fucking, I wouldn't say I'm a gooner, but I am a fucking lewd freak, okay? So, like, when I sit here, I actually talked to my wives about this. I was telling Unity about it, and I was like, you know what's funny? I kind of want to gain. My goal weight right now would be 500 pounds. I want to get to that point, and if I get to that point, we'll see what happens, right? But like, I want to get fucking large. I've always wanted to be large. The heaviest I've gotten was 220, and that was when I was friends with Tay, right? But like, because she would constantly, like, you know, endearingly like enable me to eat more. You know, I remember back then, I eat like 100 fucking chicken nuggets in one sitting. Now I just eat whatever fucking is in my face. But I want to gain weight. I want to get fatter. Like, I really do. It's kind of why I push chat so much to be like, hey guys, feed me. You know. And you know, get you know, there's snacks on my throne. Feed the mom. Feed the goat mom. Do it. But yeah, I do. I do want to get fatter, Spang. I do. I like... Admittedly, I'm very much like my friends around me. Specifically the ones on the weight gain scenario. I want to get fatter, and there are some of my friends and my wives who are triple my weight. They are amazing people. Also, G3, I can't even pronounce that. I am so sorry, honey. I'm just gonna call you G3, okay? But thank you for the follow. Mwah. Welcome home. Anyway, to be honest, the only reason I'd want to get bigger is so that there's more HR for HRT to redistribute, but everyone has their preferences. I can agree with that. Thankfully, I got hit with gay and estrogen, so that's not really a problem. But if I had to be honest, I just want my tits bigger. Like, I have 36D cups, and they're growing still. Like, I feel the pain in my bra right now. I shouldn't even be wearing a bra right now because they hurt. As a matter of fact, after stream, I'm taking the bra off because they hurts. But, yeah, I kind of want that as well. Most of my weight goes to my ass because guess what? I'm a fat bitch with a fat ass. That is not a design choice. That is actually why, like, all my characters are bottom heavy. Like, all of my characters, including my models, I am naturally just a bottom heavy person. True story. Oh my goodness, Flamie, check your channel. What do you mean, check my channel? What do you mean, check my channel? I'm confused. What happened? Twitch channel. Why? What happened? Huh? Oh. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Also, yeah, you reached 2K. No, I haven't. Not yet, at least. No, chat, I can see on my manager that I don't. I'm at 1953. What Twitch does is when you reach a certain threshold, like in the 50 range of 100 value, it rounds it up to the next thing. I can see on my stream manager I'm not at 2K yet. And there'd be like a little pop-up in your guys' little chat saying, hey, goal reached! Because my goal has been at 2,000 since last year. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not there yet. But we're getting there. Oh yeah, OBS gives exact counts. Not on OBS. For me, I use the stream manager. And the reason why I use this Twitch's in-house stream manager is, and I've always done this, it's because shield mode, right? Shield mode, I can turn off raids, I can turn off all this other bullshit. Thankfully, unlike some of my friends, I have not had to deal with that yet. But that's just because I kind of keep peace with people. Like, I understand that, like, I'm a little weird, right? I understand I'm a little weird. But I'm also like, look, dude, like, I just want to make people happy. I just want to make people happy, and I want to be happy with them, you know? I got too excited. It's okay. Hey, come here. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're good. Don't worry. We'll get there. We're actually on track to getting there. Okay? Twitch also has a follower goal thing that yep, exactly. This might sound weird, but am I the one who's like am I the only one who'd want to be a girl just out of morbid curiosity and desire to be a like woman? This sounds really super weird. Hold on. Hey chat, how do we tell them? How do we tell them? How do we tell them that they might be an egg? Anyway. Hi, I also had that similar type of desire, kinda, right? Actually, everybody knows how I came out as trans. Okay? There's a reason why the Transversary truck drive exists. Like, there's a reason why that exists, right? But I didn't accept I was trans until 2023. I found out I was back in 2018. And I kept living in denial about it, right? And so when I sit here and I say this, right? I remember walking back home from a friend's house to go to a train station in New Jersey. Okay, I was walking home to like the Elizabeth train station or the Linden train station, right? And I was like, oh yeah, like, and I'm just talking to myself. Like, I'm just kind of doing my thing. I'm talking to myself because like I do that. I talk to myself because I process things verbally out of my mouth, right? And as I was heading home, I had noticed that I was talking very specifically about a specific topic. I couldn't understand why people kept calling me girl or ma'am. Like when I went to like a ShopRite and I went to get like food and whatnot, people like were like, "Excuse me, ma'am." When I was around other men, I didn't really fit or get along with them at all. Like I actually felt really like kind of like I didn't really belong, but I could talk to women, right? Women liked me. But then also the other thing is, and look, I'm gonna tell you right now, the femboy pipeline is real. So everybody knows that like I kind of follow the stereotypes that femboys have. IT, cybersecurity, or system administrator. I used to wear thigh highs a lot when I was a boy. I would shave. I would shove shit up my ass a lot. And then I'd also date exclusively men. So, like, you know, I would do like really weird, pretty things with my hair and makeup. Anyway, the point being is like I couldn't understand why I was like not like the rest of the people around me. I couldn't understand it. I was just like, what the fuck? Listen, but why no like them? Also, hi Sector, what's up? Welcome. Flamie, you do make me smile, and I still appreciate you doing that. Aww, thank you. Oh, when I stream, it simply because it makes streaming meditation. Yes, it does. Thank you, Duchess. You are so correct. You are so right. You get it. You understand. Anyway, but yeah, and so I was walking home, and then out of nowhere, I just blurted, "I'm trans. I'm a woman." And I kind of went like this. I looked around, and I was just like, and I said it out loud. Like, I screamed that shit again. And then I just broke down in tears. I was on the concrete at an intersection, approaching, like, I remember this, because by that train station, there's a Dunkin' Donuts. I was, like, a block away from that Dunkin' Donuts, and I broke down on the sidewalk, and I got back up, pulled my composure, and I just stuffed it down. I stuffed it down in denial. And I kind of hated that I did that. And then, you know, years later, my friends kept telling me, hey, you know, you definitely have, you're definitely pink-pilled. You're definitely a pink-pilled woman. You know, you might be a woman. This is the same time that this friend group was telling me that I'm funny and that I could be a great streamer. So, you know, hey. And so, you know, fast forward, you know, pandemic, me being a streamer, yada yada yada. That's when the Transversary truck drive happened. The truck drive incident happened, where I drank, I want to say, like 75% of an entire bottle of Peach Crown, and it kind of just publicly slipped, right? I was experimenting with G3 to give the hints that I'm trans because I was afraid of being judged. And then, like, it kind of just fucking spilled out that I'm trans. And then, like, the following day or days, I don't remember exactly the details of that, because I was dealing with a massive fucking hangover. Whiskey hangovers suck. I then had to go publicly and explain, yeah, I'm trans, right? I'm trans. I'm a woman. And then I had to go through that whole process, right? I think the funniest thing was when my spawn point found out that I was trans. Because I had wore all my makeup and like my feminine clothes and shit. And I was at a car dealership buying my fucking truck. Because I have a Santa Cruz, right? I have a Hyundai Santa Cruz. She walks into the dealership and she's like, so what is all this? Is this some IT shit? When I finally got the car in possession and I was driving to work with it, I had to call her and explain to her, hey, I'm trans. Like, I'm not a dude. And she didn't know how to take that. She just said, okay, whatever makes you happy, but I don't agree with it. But, you know, the rest of the family didn't take it all too well. One, my stepdad wanted to put a gun to my fucking head and tried. But I disarmed him, you know, because former cop, you know, I know how to disarm people, which is funny. Because when you have a fucking Remington put to your head and it's cocked and loaded, it's pretty easy to just grab the gun and fucking yank it out of your fucking hands and put it back to you. Yeah. And then my uncle was a newfound Christian, right? A televangelist Christian. And like, he wanted to quote unquote fix me because the demons in my head were taking over. He wanted to put me in a camp. And it was kind of sad because I remember like that year, 2024, I had just lost like one of my friends. And I was about to lose another one, foreshadowing, that I cared about. So I had lost one of my friends, I lost a friend group, and then I lost my fucking, like, blood family. It was just really fucking sad. So it was just really sad, as all. But, you know, I'm here. I'm here now. And that's what matters. Wait, hold up. You're a former cop. Yeah, I used to be a corporal, deputy corporal, for like 2 years in the state of New Mexico. I used to serve. Anyway, I don't anymore. I haven't since like for several years now. I don't have experience with firearms. I took my wife into a VR world. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I actually am. How long have we been in this world? We've been in this world for like an hour and a half. I could swap worlds now. Hold on. Hold that thought. Because I was thinking about it too, and I was like, oh, dude. Maybe I should take you guys out to a shooting range. recently visited? I think it was this one. Toyota Santa Cruz? I'm guessing I'm also foreshadowing something that day. It was a Hyundai Santa Cruz, actually, but, you know. My dad's trying to get me to be a Canadian Federal Police. I will say this. The reason why I left the force is because of bureaucratic bullshit. It's the same reason why I left federal, wait, what the fuck? Where is my, oh, there you are. There you are. Hi. It's the same reason why I left, federal service, when I was a federal, employee and a contractor. Hi, I'm here. It's the exact same reason, believe it or not. Bureaucratic bullshit with radicals. Believe it or not. It actually, the reason why I don't work for the Department of Energy anymore is because I was targeted for being trans. And then, you know, kind of sucks because, like, I actually was really good in that field. Like, I was actually really, really good at being, like, you know, IT, right? And, blue team audit stuff as well. Like, honestly, I should be looking into getting into learning how to use a firearm. Shit's pretty scary out there. I will say this, okay? I will say this. It is good to know the knowledge. Hi, Viz. How are you? It's good to know the knowledge. All right? It's good to know the knowledge of a firearm because you never know when you're going to need to use one, right? However, okay? However, I wouldn't say everyone should have one, okay? Like, arguably, I should never be having any of them to begin with. Hi. I have schizoaffective depression and psychosis. I should probably not have
Good
these.
job, bro. Good.
Okay, all right. Good point. Good point. Ow, ow. But, like, I have them anyway because I was raised with proper gun etiquette. Here, let me just do this. I'm gonna have to take off the thick model for this, unfortunately, but I am gonna keep this model on, at least, the very least. Here, let me, feel so sad for you? Don't. I'm serious. Life is better for me now than it has ever been. Trust me when I say you have no reason to feel sad for me. I'm okay, okay? Admittedly, I'm in a better spot than I could ever have been. Also, if I'm floating, I'm sorry, but I really can't do anything about it. I can't really do anything about it, so, you know. So here's the thing, right? Probably should, like, there we go. Put my fucking, you know what, here. At least you're happy now. I still got a long way to go, but, you know, I mean, hey, could be worse. Anyway, always a general rule of thumb, you don't want to put a barrel into somebody's face, because if you do that, guess what? You know. Also, another general rule of thumb, I personally follow this, always, anything with a trigger, always treat it like it's a loaded weapon. Now, I did this a lot with at work with the compression, the pressure, the air compressor, right? My bosses actually commented about it. They were like, "Hey, you know gun safety etiquette, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Of course I do." I always treat everything with a trigger like it's a loaded weapon because it enforces the habit of, you know, God forbid, you know, you do this or like this or blah, 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 blah. No, I fucking hate people who do shit like that, right? Good gun etiquette is important. It is, right? Second thing, right? If your weapon is loaded, okay, whether it's loaded or unloaded, It does not matter. Never look directly into the barrel, okay? So you never look into the barrel, okay, ever. Do not point the barrel at someone, right? Unless you intend to harm, right? Third, assess a situation. Do not aggress the situation, right? So, like for example, okay, like, if you're being mugged and the person has a gun at your face, right? Naturally, you're gonna want to defend yourself, right? But you should never immediately go and grab a weapon as the first resort. Never do that. I did not mean to pull the trigger, but you know what? Hey, fuck it. But the point being is that, like, if I'm going to you as a first resort with this, I'm at fault. If I've tried to defuse the situation and then I go with that. Always treat your gun as a last resort. Point being. Anyway, third thing, always make sure that you verify that your gun is not jammed, right? Verify your parts, verify the integrity of your weapon. You know, when you're done using it, clean it. I personally clean my guns like once a month after you know, but especially I immediately clean them after I've used them, right? You never keep a round in the fucking chamber. I do not give a fuck what Big Penis Richard says about having one in the round in the chamber. Fuck you, Big Penis Richard. You overcompensating loser. Never have one in the fucking chamber, okay? It does not take too long for you to fucking shoot and fire. You do not need the extra round. Anyway, third thing, always assess, and this is the big thing. Treat every weapon like it's loaded, okay? I'm not going to hand someone a fucking loaded weapon like this. I'm going to hand it to them with my hand on the fucking thing here, right? And I'm gonna hand them the butt of the gun, right? Something that was like always taught to me is that, like, you could kind of tell how a person is with people, how they handle weapons to people, right? It's actually something I learned I actually learned pretty early on, right? So let me go grab a knife and I'll show you what I mean. Or here's a solution: don't touch guns. Well, I mean, yeah, but hey, it's better to be prepared than not, right? Anyway, you could tell, okay, so you could tell based on a person's, like, you can kind of tell based on how a person holds a knife to you. Based on, you can tell how a person is with people, how they hand a knife to you, right? If they hand you a knife like this, they have no care for your well-being at all, ever, because they're giving you the blade. They're making it well known that they don't care about your safety or well-being. If they're holding it to them and they're holding the blade and they hand it to you, they don't give a fuck about their own well-being, and that's just as bad as them not giving it to you. If they hold it down, right, and they go like this, and then they hand you it, guess what? And they hand you it, meaning like they hand you the butt like this, down here, blade down, fucking blade hilt here, and they hand it to you like this. They care about everybody's well-being. Now, it's obviously not 100% true, but like then again, you know, what is? Do you think about guns or something? I grew up as an army brat. I grew up with the military lifestyle and mindset because my parents were military. I also was exposed to a lot of military stuff because the idea, according to my stepdad, was I was going to go into the officer ranks in the army. That never happened because of my nerve issues and me being trans. And then I became a cop. So, you know, there is that. Oh, fuck. My line of fire is off. Hold on. Got it. Oh. Meanwhile, so, you know, when you grow up in a Republican household and, you know, you have false expectations of being something that you're never going to be because your body doesn't allow you to be it. Naturally. Let's see. Hold on. VRChat's fucking thing is so weird. Perfect. Perfect. Naturally, like, you're gonna have these, like, life skills and, like, exposure to shit. And I actually was really passionate about joining the military. Like, I was really, really passionate about becoming, like, just like my dad. My dad, before he left service, was a lieutenant colonel. I wanted to be just like him because his success looked amazing. But, you know, it came at a cost, of course. My dad's not dead, but he's dead to me. Ah, fuck. Hold on. Line my shot. There we go. Ah, fuck. I missed that shot. I missed that fucking shot. Shit. Here. I know you guys can't see the camera. I'm sorry. Sometimes this shit's really difficult to, like, show. Oh, it's already out. I've been a military brat since I was a kid due to my dad being former U.S. Army soldier who was mostly private first class and worried about wanting to join the Army because of it. Well, I'm gonna tell you this way. Most of my family was Air Force and Army. The only person who ever was in the Navy was my great-grandfather. And that was because he died in Pearl Harbor. And my family at that point thought it was a curse to be in the Navy. And that was my second option, funny enough. That was my second option, fun fact, which was to, you know, join the Navy. Hold on. Ah, fuck. Hands being shaky right now. There we go. See, the key, right? The key is when you're lighting your shots, you want this end here and this end here to line up, right? It's a little difficult for me because I have like nerve issues with my wrist and it causes them to shake. I just play hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. I remember that. Wow, I'm really happy for the words of wisdom regarding my confession here. Thank you for that, and it's an inspiration to try and go for it. Listen, I don't mean to psychoanalyze people. I'm really good at it, right? I'm really fucking good at psychoanalyzing folks. It was pretty obvious the way you described it. And besides, I don't judge. Why would I? I know what it's like to be judged for everything you do. Shit. I got one. There we go. Here. Oh. Shaky hands, gang, rise up. I mean, yeah, dude. Literally. Hold on. Fuck. Ah, motherfucker. Another thing too is that these fucking weapons, they actually are kind of like accurate to their counterparts. So naturally, they're gonna have like the animations and everything. Hypothetical, if you're holding a kitchen knife and you need to give it to someone else you're standing behind, what does it mean if you place the knife on the cutting board and the blade is facing away from both you and the person who needs the knife? Well, it's on the cutting board. They can just pick it up at that point. There is no defining thing with that. It's just they can pick it up. I know that that's probably not a satisfying answer, but it's true. Like, it typically means when you're handing like sharp lethal things to people, right? That's what that means basically. It means like, hey, like, do you care about people's self-worth and or do you care about yourself and others enough to not hurt them? And if so, like, you know, do you consider their well-being important? Like, I can speak from experience. I have been shot and stabbed before. It is not fun. It's not fun whatsoever. Here, let me, I don't know. Let's try 60. You guys probably can't see this, and I'm sorry. Here. I really wish there was a better way of doing this. I mean, I could do it that way. Here. Flamie sniping is a good job, mate. Challenging work out of door, guarantee you won't go hungry. I used to hunt when I used to live with my foster parents. Fuck, I was off. When I used to live with my foster parents, we went hunting a lot. So I used to hunt elk. I used to hunt raccoon, elk, ibex. I was still off by like a millimeter, like a few millimeters. Ah. Come on. Fluffy goat butt? You want the fluffy goat butt? Here. Then you don't get to see the funny shoot. You don't get to see the funny goat shoot. I mean, I guess you kind of can, you know. Here, do that. There we go. Oh, I was so close. I was so close. Fucking Christ. Do you ever, like, think about, like, maybe, like, oh, I don't know. This makes me look kind of, like, crazy. A little bit. I don't know. I always kind of feel like I do look a little crazy when I do shit like this. Like, I remember hanging out with Cuddle, and she's like, dude, your fucking gun discipline is actually scary. There we go. Got it. Must hug. How so? Hi, Omnicore. Oh, just, you know, I mean, like, I don't know. People get this weird interpretation of me, like, being this gentle and kind person, and then they realize, oh, wait, she's kind and gentle because she wants to be. I'm also very cold. I can be very cold and calculated, too. But, I don't know. Anytime I show, like, this side of me, you know, the side where it's like, hey, I obviously have this, like, very violent demeanor, and, like, also I'm pretty, like, well adept with shit like this. I worry that that scares people. I don't know. I always am just worried that I always terrify people. I was off. You can still have marksmanship and be nice. Well, I mean, yeah, but some people are scared of guns. Alright? Some people are very terrified of guns. Got it. Here, you know what? We're gonna do this. Behavior. Look at me, auto roll, auto pitch, and we can turn that off, right? And then if we set this to flying, right? There we go. That's better, right? Right there. You do seem a bit scary, though. Look. I might be a little intimidating, but trust me, I only bite when it's necessary. Just a little bit, you know? Ah, fuck. I was off. Some people should be terrified. Those people shouldn't be here. I disagree, actually. I actually disagree. I want to convince people they don't have to be hateful and mean, right? It's why whenever we get those type of people, and it's rare, right? It's rare because my mods take care of them before I actually can even get to them. But, like, when they do come in, I usually give people a chance, right? And I try to, like, you know, I obviously play the stupid card. Like, I play the stupid card, obviously, right? But, like, I don't give them the attention that they want. I just try to, like, understand their POV, you know? Because I know what it's like to be like that. I've been like that myself. Sometimes just giving people a taste of what they want, but in a different flavor, is kind of, like, warranted, right? It's not necessarily feeding them, but it is kind of helping them understand, like, hey, like, maybe I shouldn't be an asshole. Trying to get that fucking bear out there. Got him. Cool. Anyway, depends on where you bite, dear. Oh, I'm just like my mother. I know how to bite good. Anyway. Hey, good shot. Very good shot. Holy shit. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get that guy. Fucking missed. Huh. Seems kind of the opposite of what you announced in Discord. What? Oh, you mean the part where people were, like, breaking my rules? And, like, they weren't giving they were stressing my mods out? And so I had to step in and, like, you know, tell people to knock it off, because if I handle something, it's going to be permanent? Yeah, no, that is actually true. I want my mods to be the gentle hand. I'm actually the fist. So when I say here, and I say, like, yeah, no, if people keep breaking the rules in the server, I will handle it. And if I catch it, I will handle it. Right? Because naturally, I want that place to be a comforting place, right? I don't want people to, I don't want people to take advantage of my kindness. That's the thing. I don't like it when people do. So, you know, naturally, like, I think the big thing is that, like, I personally, okay, said it that way because I needed to make it abundantly clear that there was things that I noticed and that my mods had noticed that I wasn't okay with at all. Like, I wasn't okay with it. And my mods have been stressed because of people not reading the FAQ and the rules, right? And there was another situation that happened where there were a few people who were like, please ban me, because they were mentally not feeling well. And look, my mods try to be fair. They do. I want them to be fair. Because if they were like anything like me, then that place would become a very hostile place, right? And I'm not a hostile individual. But I put my foot down when things are obviously not good, right? So what ended up happening is I made an announcement, right? I made a fucking announcement in my server saying, look, follow the rules, and if I catch this mess, then I'm going to handle it different than my mods, and you're not going to like the results. That's what happened, basically. Because I'm getting, look, I understand that, like, people are going to have bad days, and I understand that. I have bad days too, right? But here's the thing. You don't make your bad day other people's problems, okay? Like, I know a person who I wouldn't say I'm friends with directly, but I would say this. They do cause a lot of problems for a lot of people, and they've had some things written about them, right? I'm not talking with that person right now because they have stressed me out, and I know what it's like to be stressed out. Fuck, I was super off in that caliber, right? So there's a ticketing system for a reason. Okay, my mods don't necessarily need to I was off. My mods don't need to help every single person if they can't, like, if people can't read the FAQ or do the process right? What I was trying to say is, look, there's processes and rules in my server for a reason. Follow them, or you don't need to be there, right? Like, if I catch something and I get upset about it, I'm handling it. And the difference between me and my mods is my mods are able to, like, they're gonna let me know and they're gonna ask me what I think they should do. My mods don't do anything without my approval, right? And I usually just tell them, I trust you, go do what you need to do, right? If I feel there needs to be some input in, my mods can vouch. I'm pretty fair, right? I'm a very fair individual with my community, right? But if my mods are inactive or they're stressed and they've exhausted something and Big Mama has to step in, Big Mama's gonna put her big fucking foot in your ass. And it's just that simple. I was off. Don't make the goat angry. Don't make the glitch mom angry, period. I mean, I can get angry, but I'm also understandable that, like, dude, like, it's my fucking environment. Respect the rules, respect the processes. Don't, like, you know, don't be a dick, right? Like, and the other thing too is there was one guy who was, like, talking about someone, and it really pissed me off because I was just like, dude, you're obviously talking shit here, and, like, I don't want you talking shit about this person. You know. Having bipolar is not bad, but I have to admit, I have to control my anger. I don't have bipolar, but I do have like a bunch of other things, right? My thing is when my anger is, it's always kind of, like, somewhat justified. But the other thing I gotta stop doing is I gotta stop biting my tongue. Because, like, I do it a lot where I bite my tongue, right? I bite my tongue. I bite it when I want to say something. Because I know that my words have impact, and I don't want to harm people. So, like, I bite my tongue, and then sometimes I let things fester a little too long, and what ends up happening is just, well, I do the inevitable, right? I've stopped doing it lately. I've been more communicative, but I won't lie. There have been some times where I've had to pick and choose my battles, and I'm glad I chose to not say anything. Honestly, I don't know why they go and do that when you seem really chill and unprovoked. It's because, okay, I'll put it to you this way. Some people think if they act all like a certain type of way, they're gonna like appease the content creator, right? I've seen it in like Cantha's server a lot, where people act a certain way when she's around. And then they kind of act a different way when they're not, right? Or like when some of my family members are in the server, right? Or when I'm around, right? Or when my friends are around, right? People act a certain type of way, right? And what they don't understand is that's not what we want. We just want you to be you, and we'll like you for you. Right? Like, it's just that simple. But, like, people don't seem to fucking get that message. So they think being an asshole is gonna appease us. And I have to disagree, because I don't like people who are just assholes for the sake of being assholes. I bite my nails a lot. Code switching, evil. Oh no, who gave Flamie a gun? Flamie gave Flamie a gun, and she's actually really, really safe with guns. Like, really fucking safe. Kind of scary how fucking safe I am with this shit. Also, I just like the M1. I just like the Garand. Can a woman like her Garand? Also, hi, Gob. Note to self, don't give Flamie a minigun. Hey, chat. One moment. Flamie, no. Flamie, yes. Let's see here. Which one do I want? You know what? Let's no, we don't need that one. Let's there we go. Oh, you know what? No, this one's fine. This one's fine. We can do this one. Oh no, Goat Mom's grabbing the big guns. Chat, I'm not just grabbing the big guns. Not yet, at least. No, I'm being civil. I'm being civil, okay? I'm being very civil. Here, I'm just gonna put this one over here, though. There we go. Actually, here, before I do that, though, I should probably, like, get this round out and then, like, unload it. Hold on. God forbid. There we go. Here, put that there. Dude, I can't wait to hear people comment about my, like, gun etiquette and be like, oh my god, she actually fucking, like, shot the loaded round and fucking then unloaded it and put it down. Yeah, I did. Because I don't want people to shoot themselves in the fucking foot. I treat every gun like it's a real gun. She got the shotgun. This isn't a shotgun. I mean, I love shotguns, but this isn't a shotgun. Far from it, actually. Here. Oh, hold on. Okay, so wait, how do I do this one? Ah, there we go. I've never shot this before, so this is new to me. Ah, there we go. Okay, and we grab that, and then we, yep. ADHD brain. Jams like a Mac 10. Hell yeah. It's cute and all, but I wouldn't say it's like a... I think it's kind of like counterintuitive, to be honest. That's an MO18. Yes, it is. Or an MP18. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Fucking dyslexia. I had to reread that. Here, let me, I'm fucking missing. I hope she didn't grab the Tommy gun. I checked, there is no Tommy gun. I checked, unfortunately. There is no Tommy gun. Wait, this isn't Duck Hunt. No, it's not. You're right. Flamie, are you excited for H3V2?
Wow, looks like you're crashing out again.
H3VR2? Wait, what's H3VR2? I'm confused. Oh, you know what? Here. Here. I believe there's more gun worlds in VRChat. Yeah, no, this is just the one that I took one of my wives to. I took skips out to this one because, like, I was like, you know what? I wanted to shoot shit. And so I did. Also, hey, look, machine gun. Yeah, antimatter machine gun. Or antimatter, yeah. And of course, I can't shoot for shit with this thing. Here. Line the shot on the crosshair. Right? Yeah, no, I can't shoot for shit with this thing. MG34, I think. You might be actually right. Hold on. Where is the toggle for this? Oh, there it is. Okay, and then we take that. There. Okay. Line of fire, and then... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Mama is happy now. Let's go. I am fucking up all my shots. Jesus. What the fuck? Why is this an option? Oh, it's a fucking backstock, that's why. So out of curiosity, should just one just go for it, and if they have a desire for the transferring? I'm still not used to the supportive vibes. Okay, so here's the dilemma with that. Think long and hard on who you are, okay? That's what I tell people. I wouldn't jump into something because you might want to change your mind. You might be like, wait a minute, I'm not this, I'm this. So when I sit here and I say, like, look, man, like, it would probably be in your best interest to, like, do some self-exploring. Like, what I did is I wear feminine clothes and makeup. And, like, I experimented with, like, things. Like, I experimented with my models and stuff. On whether or not I'm a woman or not, right? Like, that's what I did. And so, you know, basically, like, before you go completely come to terms with it, maybe you should explore yourself. You know, ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, why is it you feel what you feel, right? Why are you the way you are, right? You know, toy around with the idea. Hey, call yourself, like, in private, call yourself a girl. You know, paint your nails. It's okay to experiment, I guess is my point. I don't want people to get the wrong idea and say, like, yeah, you should definitely come out. No, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you, like, dude, no, just experiment with yourself, right? It's like coming out as gay, right, or lesbian. You experiment, right? You kind of have to, like, play around with things a little bit to kind of get the idea of who you really are, right? Because really, it is a major life change thing. Like, this isn't like some, like, hey, like, no take backsies, you know? I mean, it kind of is, but then it's costly, right? So naturally, it's like, okay, especially when you start doing hormones. Because if you're like me, and, you know, you kind of rely on these to live now, it becomes detrimental to your health. Oh, and then not to mention also, the cost of removal for tits is high. And like, there's just certain thresholds with this stuff that you have to accept, or at least accept that that's what you want, or what you want out of it, right? So, like, you know, it's a process. I don't normally tell people, if you think you're trans, say you're trans. No, I say explore yourself. Because you don't know until you actually, like, are comfortable with the idea or who you are. I had years of denial and years of playing around with the idea. I am missing all my fucking shots. Alright, well, Flamie learns that she cannot shoot for shit with this gun, so where is my Garand? Uh-oh. Oh, is the Garand gone? I think the Garand is gone. Cross-dressing, our new nickname, consular doctor, if you live in a supportive, feel it out, and then yeah, go for it. Yeah. Also, like, a good stepping stone for it too, also. I tell people this as well. After you've accepted it, think of a new name. That's always the first thing I tell people to do. Think of your new name, right? I chose August, right? That is my new name. Because it was very similar to my dead name, right? But it was also, I was thinking about my family, right? Now, what's funny about this is that, like, because I chose August, people have always told me that it's a beautiful name, but I'm more of an autumn, right? Like, which kind of makes sense, because I fall a lot, but I get back up, and I'm beautiful, right? But the thing is like, I also just have chill vibes, but, people, like, I respond to both. I respond to both Autumn and August, right? Because people just naturally call me Autumn, and I just kind of look at them and I respond to them, right? But my actual real name is August, right? It's always been August, but like I said, like, it's okay to have more than, like, one name, right? Also, you kind of have to make sure, like, you don't be a dick with how you are with people when they make mistakes, or they just don't care. Like, the reason why nobody gives me issues in public is not just because I pass, but it's also because I'm very kind about, you know, letting people know, hey, I'm a woman. You know, and then they apologize, and then it's like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm pretty thick-skinned. It's all right. You know, it's all good. Ask yourself, are you a full power rifle, medium power carbine, or a machine pistol that goes brrrrap? Why did I fucking just brrrrap? Oh, it's because fart noises. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna try and go for that bell. Fucking miss. God damn it. An IRL could also be a girl name. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I chose August because it was easier for my family to say, like, converge over. Granted, they didn't. They don't give a shit. They kept calling me my dead name. So, you know, but everybody else respects it. Now, the ironic part about that is like I said, everybody just, people who, like, know me, they don't usually call me August, they usually call me Autumn. But, like, that's the thing. It's like, I respond to both, right? I don't really mind. Everybody bastardizes the name Flamie anyway, so, like, I'm okay with people calling me Autumn or August. Like, most of my documents are going to say August, but some people call me Autumn, and I'm okay with that. Ah, fucking off. Here. How are we doing on time? We're doing good on time. Here. Hey, I got him! I got him! Let's go! That's one of them down. Fuck yeah. Alright, here, let's, yeah. Is autumn your favorite season? No. Actually, winter is. Winter is my favorite season. I love the cold. I love the bitter freezing cold. But people, my sister has pointed it out to me, people call me Autumn because when they hear my story, they think that, like, I fell a lot, right? I've fallen a lot. I'm beautiful, like the color of autumn leaves. When they see me IRL, they're like, you're very pretty, right? Like autumn leaves. I've fallen a lot in my life, but I get back up and I try again, like it's a new season, right? But a lot of people say I'm very warm and soothing and, like, comfy to be around, right? Which is kind of funny because, like, most of the stream today I've been saying the opposite, but, you know, hey. But that's why. And, like, admittedly, I can't sit here and say, you know, I can't sit here and say that I am, you know, how do I say this? I can't say I'm either of the extremes. I think I'm just me, right? I'm just me. And I let people do what they may with that information. That anti-tank rifle should be flat shooting. It should be flat shooting. You're right. However, oh, there we go. Here. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's 2. Ah, fuck. It's ammo. I get knocked down, I get up again, but you're never gonna keep me down. Chumba Woomba. Exactly. Chat, I've talked about it before. Life is like a game of poker. Sometimes people get dealt the best cards in the game and they win by default because the house is rigged. Other times you get cards that are okay and you do well and you do bad. But sometimes you get played given the worst hand imaginable. And it's not a matter of you losing at that point. It's a matter of how well you play the game with those cards. And sometimes you do win with bad cards. I should know. I'm a prime example of winning with bad cards. And I take great pride knowing that I've gotten this far. Hi, Flamie, nice Winchester? I ain't the best with IRL gun identification. This is a Garand. My name is Flamie. I'm a Ba. I have a Garand. It go boom. Oh, yeah, right, that's it's unloaded. That's why I could do that. Speaking of M1 Garand, there we go, got it. Got the bear. Flamie, it's not a Garand. Wait, is it not? I thought it was a Garand. That's what it says in the descriptor. No, like legit, in this world it says M1 Garand. Or, really? They lie. Either they lie or they don't know what they're talking about, because I could have sworn, like, okay, like, I'm not the best at identifying guns. I know gun safety knowledge, but I'm not the best when it comes to, like, fucking, like, identifying guns. Okay, like, hush. But it said M1 Garand. Here, let me just, Stupid idiots. Hey. They're trying their best. They made a really good world for a shooting range, okay? I don't want to hear it. Here, I'm gonna try and go for that, that 100 out there. Ah, I got her! I fucking got her! You're holding a Mauser 1980 tank. Okay, so I'm holding a Mauser. Okay. Still, great gun. Great fucking gun. I actually really like this gun. I might want to see if I can find one. Fucker hits like a fucking... Like, Phantom Sense, I can feel this shit on my shoulder, by the way. It hurts like a motherfucker. I was a little off. Ah, whatever. That's fine. Alright. Here, put this up. But it does give you a Garand thumb. It's the oldest anti-tank rifle. Ah, okay. Alright. You ready to go for another world, chat? I think I have a world that I want to go to. But I want to make sure that I can first, because it's one of those worlds where it's like, I can go there, but, you know. Actually, you know what? Actually, you know what? Here. Some people might know this one. One moment. Right controller was refusing to cooperate, so now I'm forced to use hand tracking? Oh god. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Anyway. Hey, if you've seen this world, Paisanos, that's because, I fucked in this world. Yeah, I did. I fucked in this world. This might look very familiar to some of you because I had a fucking shoot in this world and it was fun. It was a little too fun for me, actually. But Flamie, you can't say that on twitch.tv. I don't really care, honestly. What are you gonna do? Fucking, like, bite my butt? Some of you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I did a shoot with the new zoo in this world. And that's how I found this world. It's actually really, really nice. I really enjoy this world. It's really relaxing. I will bite, yeah. Pool room's back shot is crazy. What do you mean? Oh, you mean, yeah, you mean this. Hold on. Just, here. Just, there we go. That's better. I'm way ahead of you, girl. I'm way fucking ahead of you. I already knew this was gonna happen. Get out of here. I knew. Num 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 num. Yeah, Fucking my chat over here acting unwise, being like, yeah, the goat's gonna fucking get into the pool rooms and she's gonna do that. Anger at Meta. You're gonna get angry at Meta? Oh. Here, let me just, you know. I was waiting for an hour for this. Why? Because you thought you knew I was gonna come into this world? This world's fucking fun. I like this world. It's very soothing. It really is, soothing as shit, though. Like, here, you know what? I'm just gonna sit. Like, right here. There we go. Oh. This world is very soothing, though. Here, let's do it this way. There we go. Like, it is very fucking soothing. Here, let's go like right there. There we go. And then come here. There. I can't recreate the thing that Inuzu did, but I can. At the very least, I can do this for you, okay? Here. I'm not great with lighting in VRChat. He is, though. So, here. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I can't remember the motion he had me doing. That's the weird part. Feral noises. Feral noises, huh? Feral... Y'all need to behave. Y'all... Come here. Come here. Y'all need to behave. I don't want to hear this. I want to hear this fucking sacrilege. Acting unwise. You know what? To the pit zone. To the fucking pit zone you go. I don't want to hear it. You're going into the pit zone. Nah. That's more concerning than I'd like to admit. Anyway. Anyway. Here. I'm actually gonna sit, because I would like to just chill for a little bit after an extensive 2 hours of just kind of like fucking around, you know? Anyway. Fucking belly, man, I swear. Yeah. Anyway, hi. Highway to the pity zone. What have I walked into? Big round fat goat with fat fucking knockers and a belly, and she made her chat fucking huff her pits. More at 11. Yeah. What's that? The goat is making them huff the pits? I mean, yeah, of course. I won't lie though, I kind of wish this belly was just a little bit smaller. Just a tiny bit. You know, because it is a little, you know, big. Oh. The goat is goated. What was the name of this world again? This world is called... Pixel Wave. Pixel Wave is what it's called. It's actually really nice. I actually really like it. Matter of fact, hold on. There is a specific kind of color that I like. That does... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Now, if we can turn this bloom just a little bit down. There we go. There we go. It's a little... Whoa. Whoa. What? Whoa. I have never looked at my model with this lean fucking like footage filter lighting. What the fuck? RTX on? Yeah, I guess. Hold on. Maybe if I turn down ambient occlusion, maybe that will fix it. Yeah, I think that's gonna fix it. It's red. Red. Yeah, that fixes it a little bit. Yeah, I think that fixes it actually. It does. Yeah, that ambient occlusion shit's so fucking weird. Cause like, you don't want it to actually like do the thing, you know? But it's gonna do the thing anyway, so it's like, Also, thank you for the stretch, by the way. I saw it earlier, but I forgot. My bad. Here, I got you. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, I needed that. My fucking lower back has been killing me. The recovery from the job, by the way, has been going good. I've gotten a lot sleep in. So, and I'm probably gonna sleep in a little bit more before the VR event. You know, your belly is looking a little heavy. Do you mind if I hold it for a little bit? I bet you do.
It's time to drink water.
Also, hi, Ken-san-kun. What's up? I will get some water here in a minute. You thirsty motherfucker.
It's time to drink water.
Ah, much better. Here. We're going over here. Because there's actually a cool little area I found in this world. And I really think it's cool because waterbed. Check this shit out. Like, well, I mean, I'm too fat for you to see it, but here. Well, I guess never mind, because my camera doesn't want to do that, but whatever. Oh. Let me just do this then. Pool rooms, pool rooms, back rooms. Hope I can make it. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna do Watch the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. So you all get to have the unfortunate pleasure of fucking watching me cry like a little girl. Because that episode has made me cry a lot. Like, I was in Gaz's event yesterday, and like I actually was crying, and like she caught wind of it, and so when I was doing wife time earlier last night, she came in and gave me a hug because she caught wind of it. Like, she gave me like 4 hugs. Well, I wanted to like shake, and I was like, hold up, when is this event? It's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time today. So, you know, you want to come by, you want to come say hi, you're more than welcome to. And then depending if I have time and my headset's battery is okay, we're gonna watch Goodfellas as well, or at least I'm gonna try to watch Goodfellas. By the way, are we gonna go to Popcorn Palace or any random world with the screen? Because I got a pretty nice world we can go watch it in. I'll tell you what, for Digital Circus, we can go to that world, but for Goodfellas, we're gonna probably have to go to Popcorn Palace because it's the only world I know that VRC-M works for. Okay, so like, we may actually have to we're gonna have to figure that one out. Okay, But if you have a world that you want me to go into, and chat, by the way, I have been trying to go and like be selective with the worlds you suggest. Some of them not really good worlds for community events. There are more good worlds for like stream. But I guess that kind of makes sense because some of you are like, well, no, Flamie, we want you to use this world for this. Or like, we want you to use this world for this. And it's like, okay, I get you. This might actually give me a reason to actually use VRC. Gonna have to find an avatar that at least tolerates since I'm not trusted. I can at least tolerate since I'm not trusted. What do you mean you're not trusted? I'm confused. Gaz is too sweet of a woman. It makes me want to blow up. Where do you think I get it from? No, like genuinely, where do you think I get my kindness from? Besides myself. She's taught me a lot. And I'm very thankful for her. Because she's genuinely a very caring person. It's funny, my wife was telling me. She's like, you know, she loves you a lot. She cares about you a lot. And it's like, I know. I know she does. I know she does a lot. Like, and it's apparent. Speaking of one of my moms, hi, you. Hi, Hydra. What's up? Holy tits. Hi, Mom. I might have gained a few pounds. I got into the Dino Nuggies again. I think this time it's gonna I don't think a diet's gonna work this time. But then again, I don't see chat complaining. Oh yeah, that's right. Hydro hasn't seen this model, has she? Yeah, that's right. I thought we were gonna say, where do you think I got this gut from? But yeah, I could definitely see it. Something something apples and trees. I love that Spinbo to death. I love her to death. I really do. You know, my motherfucking mom right there. Anyway, but yeah, I absolutely adore that woman. VRChat super level is a trust, or if you play X amount of time, you become a trusted user, which gives you access to uploading custom models. That would explain why I'm able to access that stuff. Wait, where am I at on this fucking stupid ass ranking system? Oh. I'm apparently a known user. I'm apparently a known user. Is that like below trusted, or like what's up with that? Ma'am, we can see your piercings through your top. Okay, and they're holding it there. They're literally holding it there. Like, you do realize those are piercings that are like holding the bra to the fucking nipple. Because like, I don't trust this. I don't trust this. Do you? Of course you do. But I don't. So they're fucking holding them. What of it? Those are load-bearing piercings. Yes, I had to buy my fucking piercings from the Home Depot. These are actual piercings. These are fucking, these are steel-grade fucking nails. Anyway. That's some fucking contractor fucking put in. I went to Home Depot and I said, hey man, I got some drywall that needs to be like sealed up. It's apparently leaking. And he sent me to the fucking steel nails and said, all right, there you go. I'm back. I made some popcorn. Very good. Very fucking good. Come here. We're going elsewhere. Oh, that's better. The goo. Here. You know, I'm gonna lay in this real quick. Here, we're gonna do this, right? And then, am going to go right here, right? And I'm just gonna lay my back down. My back is killing me right now. Oh, that was a slime. That was the slime box. I think. Maybe. Oh, fuck. And now chat cannot see anything. Chat can't see shit. Chat just sees my fucking belly and that my underbelly, and that's it. I am spilling all over the place. Please help. I'm actually kind of curious how this looks. Hold on. Like, what's the POV of this, actually? Oh. Yeah, that actually tracks. Yeah, that actually tracks. I'm not gonna lie. Great thumbnail. This is great. This is a great thumbnail thing. It's just great thumbnail material right here. Well, time to cave dive. I'm actually, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture real quick. I need to see this close up. I need to see this close up. Hold on. Literally laying in my bed. You look cozy as hell. I am fucking laying in my bed right now. I wasn't joking. I sleep in VR quite often. Here, what does this look like from my angle? Wait, let me see. Oh, that actually looks really cool. Oh my god, I actually love that. That's a great photo. That's actually a really dope photo. Damn, that is a sexy pose. It is, ain't it? Well, time to cave dive. Probably not gonna come back at the navel, so... Oh, you sleep in VR too? Yeah, I do. I do sleep in VR. I sleep in it pretty often too. Like, like at least once a week, or at least once a month. Minimum once a month. But I do sleep in VR because it helps with my, mental illnesses, but it also helps with my sleep paralysis. Like, it's actually really soothing. I gotta go do something. Alright, gamer, go finish up. You got this. Go finish up and don't forget to wipe your cock, okay? Anyway. Holy hell. I haven't played VRC any years to fall asleep. Well, I don't think Quest 3 would last all night. At least when it's on battery. I thought about it. I actually have thought about it at one point. Here, let me grab this. There we go. I thought about it at one point where I was just like, you know what if I like do a sleep stream but with VR? Like for as long as the battery allows me to. Like, I thought it would have been a dumb idea, but like, I don't know. Maybe. Because my battery only lasts for like 3 to 4 hours anyway. So it's like, well, what difference does it make? You know? So, eh. Jello pool, hell yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, having a memory foam mattress and feeling this and looking at this is such a fucking like immersive experience for me. I'm enjoying this way too much. It's really fucking relaxing. Love that belly. I only really fall asleep in VR when I end up dozing off when I'm EP, which unfortunately happens a lot. I mean, I've slept in events. I've slept on stream at some point in VR, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't think... No, actually, no. I don't think I have, funny enough. I think I might be lying on that one, because I don't think I have slept on stream in VR. No, actually, no, I'm not. Technically, I kind of almost did during the 24-hour stream on the anniversary stream because we were in Minecraft, right? And I did that, right? And I was starting to doze off, and that's when I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I need to, like, fucking do an hour nap in the stream, so sleep stream time. My laptop unfortunately doesn't have the specs for me to do VR streams. Tried doing it once and it ended up not happening due to lack of memory. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking am very thankful I built my PC when it was still cheap. But I still want to get, like, better RAM. I have a really good CPU, and I want to upgrade my GPU. I have a 3050. And I want to get, like, a 5090 or a 5080, right? Or a 5070. It would be nice, right? Because then, like, I could go into the more intensive fucking worlds, and, like, it'd be nice. You know? I want to lay on my head, your head like a soft pillow. I'm actually laying my head on a pillow right now. I think it's one of my, I think it is one of my other pillows. Also, someone at the door. Oh, never mind. I don't think anyone is. I could have sworn I thought Gaz was at the door. Normally she'll knock and then I'll fucking, like, scream. This is really relaxing. Also, from my POV, it looks like there is, like, a giant abyss with all these tiles and stuff, and it's actually kind of soothing to look at. Hey, Flame. Flame, wow, that's a very interesting view to see. I mean, yeah, I kind of just spent, like, a good hour and a half shooting, like, guns and shit, and now here I am, like, you know, laying in my bed because my back's a little sore. So, you know, laying in my bed, laying in my jello. This is what it's like. This is what I want to do to, like, Jenks. Just have her become an amorphous blob of fucking jelly and, like, just fucking, like, you know, lay on her. Like this. Don't tell her I said that, though. Fucking love Jinx. I really still need to, like, do stuff with her. I miss that woman. Back's a little sore. I wonder why. I don't know what you're talking about. You're clearly wrong. Clearly you're wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. Clearly you're seeing things. Like, I'm chill. But yeah. Anyway. Damn, we're almost at 3 hours. Shit. You know, it's funny. Got the little pobs. Wait, is there a float below you? No! No, there's no float below me. No, there's no float below. This just looks like I'm doing a docky pose. Wow, I come back and I see a really great angle. Yeah, you do. Hi, my love. That's a great angle, ain't it? It's a beautiful angle. I'm enjoying just laying here, and you guys are just enamored. This is fucking great. I want to squish those beans. What, you want to squish these? You want to squish these little fuckers, these little beans that I got? Yeah. We're gonna need a bigger docky because the standard docky won't do you justice. You know, I thought about it and I thought it'd be funny. Instead of doing a docky, we just did a bed sheet. I was like, you know what? I want to see if there'd be a company willing to do like a bed sheet. Just so that way, like, you could just put me on your fucking mattress and sleep on me like I'm a mattress. So I shouldn't send this to Jenks. Do it, pussy, you won't. If you're gonna weaponize something, just fucking do it. You don't sleep in the bed with Flamie, she is the bed. Exactly. You know it. You know it. This is just really relaxing. I'm enjoying myself a little too much. Life-size plushie, carnival size? Okay, hear me out. $500 Pokemon Center plushies, yay or nay? Do you actually think they're worth the price? For what they are? I can't sit here and say that they are. I'm not paying $500 for what is essentially a fucking just a life-size stuffed animal. You know, like I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, like I wouldn't. Though the Gardevoir one do be making me kind of wonder, like, who's actually buying this and who's buying it for the wrong reasons. I'll tell you what, until I start seeing a life-size Goodra plushie, I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. Asterisk official, thank you for the follow, honey. Welcome home. Mwah. I would kiss the camera, but unfortunately, I'm a little comfortable. I'm a little comfortable and preoccupied, and I'm enjoying my time. $500 for a life-size Pokemon. I saw an EV plushie that was a life-size GameStop the other day and then 10th of the price. Yeah, it's like, dude, like, I get what they're doing, but like, it doesn't really fucking matter. It's like, I don't want to buy, like, I don't want to buy that, you know? I sent some stuff to your DMs. Did you know? What did you send me? Let's find out. Jesus fucking Christ. I am getting DM'd up the ass again. Skips, how did you know I like face sitting? Who told you this knowledge? What if you got one of those like life-size plushie creatures that you get for $500? Isn't there like a really high quality one? Hold on. Oh. I mean, who wouldn't? It was kind of obvious. Yes, the funny ass woman. Hey, the funny ass woman likes fucking putting her ass in people's face because she sucks about how people are huffing her ass. Yeah, okay, fair enough. See, here's the big difference, though. I like the idea of putting my face in people's asses. Wait. Hold on. Wait, no. Role reversal. Role reversal. I like putting my ass in people's faces. Get it right. Anyway. I do it all the time with Nikki. You guys literally have witnessed it. Like, several times now. Okay? It's true. It's true. Anyway. Quite the POV, ain't it? Bull. Hi. What you doing? What you doing all up there by yourself, handsome? You fucking pissing? You pissing all by yourself, handsome? Hi. What you doing? Do you got cookies? Cause I want cookies. I want like energy drinks and cookies and burgers. Can we get that? That'd be really cool. Let me fry chicken in peace. Oh. Chat. I had fried chicken yesterday, and now I want more fried chicken. Fuck. Unless, you know, unless maybe chat. Fine, I'll give you cookie. Give me the fucking cookie. Anyway. What even is these clips? I can't see these clips. Oh, slime bed. Oh, got it. Okay. I see. Slime bed. Got it. Also, Jesus, this is fucking so obnoxiously bright. So bright. It's so bright in here. Dude, what the fuck? It's so bright. Here. There we go. Better. Oh! Oh! Yep, that would be the first warning. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. Okay, cool. Headset warning. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. Chicken fried in Nutella. Ooh. Ooh, fried chicken dipped in Nutella does sound really good, though. Oh. Oh. Actually, like, okay, I'll do you one better. Fried chicken with waffles with Nutella slathered all over and, like, pistachios and, like, a little bit of caramel drizzle. Mmm. 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 Yummy. With some bacon and some sausage and some eggs and a little bit of grits on the side with like a little bit of fucking orange juice and coffee and milk. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm making myself hungry. Can't you tell? Heart attack. No, big back attack, actually. Big difference. But Flamie, that type of diet kills people. I didn't say I was gonna live forever. All I heard was I was about to get diabetes. Technically, I already have diabetes. It's just low blood sugar diabetes. Hypoglycemia. It's fun. It's not fun. The second one was an input. I made another clip that didn't get copied. Oh. Considering all what you ate yesterday, was it? No doubt. Actually, I think it was Friday when I ate all that. Which, by the way, the VOD is up. If you want to go to the VOD channel and watch what I did with that, you're more than welcome to. Like, the VODs are there. Like, you kind of get an idea as to, like, what my wives do to me. Which is really nice, because I love them both so much. They make me feel very, very fat, and I love that. I have this crazy thing called seafood eat it disorder. Hey Boop! Actually, hey Boop! Speaking of food and eat it, honey, perhaps, you know, mayhaps. I don't like asking. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, hey Boop, you might want to buy me dinner, but like I'm not doing that. No, that's mean. That's mean. I'm not doing that. My tummy bag hurts. They do try to recreate candy size in right now, but in real life. What would you add? Would you add dragon horns on Candy Crush? What do you want? Or wait, are you actually serious? Because I wasn't being serious. I was being, like, facetiously fucking greedy. Wait, are you actually willing? I was just being a greedy little facetious bitch. Wait, huh? Oh, for my tummy out. They do try, would you try to put dragon horns on Candy Crush? No, actually, because that would defeat the purpose of her. She's a goat. I'm thinking about having a pork sandwich or an all-meat burrito. Admittedly, I do have pancakes that I still need to eat. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have breakfast for dinner. Because, like, we have eggs. I don't think we have any sausage. I don't think we have any bacon. But I do have pancakes. And I'm debating about whether I should, like, make the eggs, make some pancakes, heat up the pancakes, make eggs, slather some syrup and chocolate drizzle, and then kind of just go to town. Like, okay, but belly face off, Candy versus Torio. I have no idea what you're talking about. Also, are they getting bigger after pancakes? They always get bigger after pancakes. It's called flapjacks for a reason. Hey, chat. You're gay. Love you. I had a barbecue dinner just turned into whatever needs cooking and you get it cooked on in the barbecue. To be fair, I really want to grill again. I miss grilling. I used to have a grill, right? When I lived in New Mexico. In my first apartment, I had a grill, right? Out there. Well, my second apartment, because my first apartment was out in New York City. But my second apartment, I had a grill. And I used to do a lot of like barbecue chicken, and I used to do a lot of glazes, and I used to do a lot of burgers and shit. Cause like back then meat was like super cheap, right? And so like, I don't know, I miss grilling. I do. I really fucking miss grilling. I think when I have the funds again, I am just gonna go buy like a small grill and just have it on the porch outside so that way we can grill. I don't know what the terms are for that, but like with the landlord and whatnot, but like I'm sure it's not gonna be a big deal if like it's a small little grill, right? Throne, damn treats. You know, if you type in Ko-Fi, if you're gonna buy me dinner, boop, you can just put exclamation mark donate. And I think it's either donate or Ko-Fi. It's one of those two. And you get access to my Ko-Fi. Yeah. Or if you're gonna just give me something from Throne, you can. Speaking of which, chat, I will, before my birthday, I will update my Throne. I'm gonna go through my Amazon wish list, and I'm gonna see things that I want from my wish list on Throne, or wish list on Amazon. And I'm gonna put them on Throne, okay? Because this was an idea given to me by a friend of mine who suggested that I look into doing that before my birthday. And I figured, alright, well, there's already a ton of shit on my Throne, so, like, why not add more shit onto my Throne, you know? So, nah, you are the dinner. Yeah? I'm the dinner, huh? I'm the fucking dinner? Well, you know what, girl? Hey, you know what, chat member? I'm the dinner, right? Get fucking eating. Get slurping. Get eating. Do it. I'm the dinner, right? Have your fucking course. Anyway. Yeah, this is fun. I like fucking with chat. It's fun. Oh, did my music go off? Is that my warning? It is. God is great, God is good. Thank God for this. Alright. Since we had our first headset warning, I'm going to go back to my home world. So let's go back to my home world. Does this technically count as a buffet? I mean, only if you want it to both be a buffet, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, here's my homeworld, by the way, chat, for those who wonder. For those who are newer to the channel, towards the end of the stream, right, I go into my homeworld, right, to vibe. It's usually how people know that these chill streams, they end. It's when I'm in my homeworld. Also, Jesus. Hold on. That song's gonna... Nope. No, 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 no. Hey, whoa, fuck, no, I don't want to do that. Fuck, god damn it. Get this keyboard out of my way. There. Yeah, this is my homeworld. It's very comfy. It's very cozy. This is actually what I want to do with my with the house. I want to like do this with my room, right? This is goals for my room, my IRL room. I've arrived from finally from the hospital. Oh my god, are you okay? Is everything okay? Or is this about your mother? Because I know that you had to take your mom to the hospital, right? Is everything all right? Yeah, shit's going. I am sorry to hear that, hon. If you need someone to talk to, you have me. You know I'm pretty, like, not really available usually anymore, but, like, you can still come to my DMs and talk to me. Okay? Anyway. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I should probably switch into a, you know, thinner model. There we go. Perfect. Anyway, yeah, I also, I'm still floating. And I don't know how to fix that issue with slimes, unfortunately. It's a pain in my ass. So I'm floating down below, right? And it is actually a pain in the ass because I'm not trying to float. Like, I'm really, really trying not to. I tagged the wrong hopper. I did nothing. What'd you do? You did nothing. See, when somebody says this... Okay, no, that's not there. What'd you do? New tip from Boop. Hold on. Before I hold on. Just gotta cock one in real quick. Hold on. I don't know how much the tip is, but I'm gonna fucking find out. All right, I found out. I'm grabbing you. Where is Boop? Where are you? Where the fuck are you? I'm gonna grab you. Come here, you. Come here. Hey. Thank you. Mwah. Appreciate you. What, you thought I was gonna punch you? No, I was just gonna kiss you. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate you, Boop. You're really sweet. Thank you. Mwah. Boop bought me dinner. That's what happened. I'm not gonna say how much though. But it was higher than 25. And I like that. That's actually gonna buy me dinner, and like I'm gonna touch up on some things for the house. For Gaz and Comley as well. So thanks, Boop. That's really sweet of you, honey. Mwah. I ain't saying nothing about how much the tip is. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's appreciated. What did I miss? Oh, nothing much, Dandy. Or Dundee. I almost called you Dandy. I'm sorry, Duns. Hope you're well, though. Here. Let's go outside for a little bit. Actually, you know what? I don't often sit on the couch here, do I? No, I don't. Here. Oh, random outfit change. Honey, that's for when I'm not doing VRChat streams. I'm sorry. I should probably make that known. Yeah, that one is for when I'm doing VTubing. When I'm not doing VRChat, okay? There's a like, hi, I'm also a VTuber, okay? The fuck is a VTuber? But you know, yeah, I also do those. But yeah, I got it refunded. Thank you. You're sweet. I love you. Anyway, chat, y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a wonderful time. I'm actually having a blast. My enemy the past 3 days has been me getting in $50 users, 50 to this hospital. Thankfully, I should have enough until I get paid Friday. Yeah, I actually wanted to say something, real quick, because, like, I wanted to say, thank you to my community for helping with the food situation in the apartment. I do often get very critical of myself and my ability of what I have in terms of my leverage as a content creator. And not only that, but also just being able to ask for help. Gaz and a bunch of other people have been trying to tell me that I have more pull and that I actually give myself credit for it, right? That I have more leverage, that I'm more well respected than I give myself credit for, right? I'm actually more well beloved and well respected. And then I'm hypercritical of myself, right? And so I decided to ask for help, right, yesterday. And between my community and Gaz's community, because they both kind of intermingle with each other, we got $200 from groceries, and I just want to say thank you. Like, thank you for helping, and thank you for feeding us, but also thank you for, like, showing me the thing that, like, they've been telling me about for, like, years, that I can ask for help and people will help. So thank you. And Empty, let me say I love the stream in you. And Empty, let me say I love the stream in you. Aw, well, I love you too, chat member. I love you too, and I love all of you. Mwah. Y'all are really good beans. Joined my first stream. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, Duchess. Boop. Uh-oh. I unlocked Pandora's box. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I unlocked Pandora's box. Boopdora's box. Oh no. Penis. Hi, Yuka. What's up? Hi. How are you? The box is open, and then Yukari shows up. Well, actually, no. I guess I could still call you my sister. Just sister from another world. Mwah. Hope you're well. Why does it pee when I burn? Quit shoving, like, toothbrushes up there. I keep telling you this. Why do you do this to yourself? No? Stop shoving toothbrushes up your dick hole. You dumb broad. Stop it. I will neither confirm nor deny that it is more or less than the first one. I'm gonna fucking grab you. I'm gonna grab you, you little shit. I'm gonna grab you. Reminds me of the time I shoved a pretzel up my urethra. Okay, no, I recoiled so hard at that. My fucking headset went to fucking pass-through mode. I didn't know. What about a cheese string? Okay, but now, Flamie, professionalism. You don't want to make that joke because there's probably people eating dinner. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? You guys clicked on this stream anyway. So you mean to tell me that, like, you're shoving mozzarella sticks up your pee hole when you already have mozzarella surrounded your pee hole because you don't wash ever? Fucking stink ass hoe. Anyway. Urethral pretzelification. The fuck did I join in on? Yes. Yes. It's like multiplication. So okay, hold on. Let me get this right. You're gonna sit here and tell me, hey Flamie, I shoved mozzarella cheese up my dick. But I also have mozzarella cheese around my tip. And it's like, so you mean to tell me that you're... Yuka, are you trying to make Parmesan Reggiano with your penis? Hun, that's not how you make Parmesan. No. No. What? See, this is why this right here is why I enjoy mind fucking chat. Because the first thing I see is the fuck did I join into and what? They're trying to make a new style chicken parm. I'm gonna grab a fucking chicken parm. Got me the chicken bitties. Yes. You know, I kind of wish, ooh. Oh, that's a sound. What was that? I don't know what sound that was, but that don't sound good. I guess that's my warning. My second warning. So, I get at least one donut. Donuts are the best. Maki, I'll tell you what. When I go get off stream and I go check to see how much it was, I'm going to exclusively announce your name in the server, what I'm going to go get, okay? Deal? Y'all being horny. No, we're talking about dick cheese and making dairy products with their penises, actually. What headset do you use, if you mind me asking? It's Quest 3S. What's a Quest 3S? Actually, I actually think I know the answers to what that was. That's Meta's new fucking low battery thing. So, here. This is actually perfect timing, because, like, actually, I do need to take some time to recharge the headset and then get ready for my event. So, one moment. Hey, Divas! Hey! I want to say thank you, everybody. Holy fuck, this was a really good stream today. This is a really good stream. Like, I know it says 40 in the chat, in the Twitch viewer thing, which Twitch Enhancer says, like, it's, like, higher than that. And we're rating out with 34, which is wild to think about. Holy fuck. Thank you to all the new people who are here, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go give you all to my wife. I'm gonna give you all to Unity. Because, it was, this has been fun. I'm so glad that there's been so many new faces here. That means the fucking world. Genuinely. And, like, you know, it's good seeing so many new faces. I will be doing an evening stream tomorrow. I don't remember what it was, but you're more than welcome to go check out the schedule. Friday will be also, there will be some evening streams here and there, right? But if you haven't already, please go follow all the channels, the VOD clips, highlights. If you haven't here, please give me a follow. I appreciate your comfort and your entertaining y'all. But you all have a wonderful one, okay? Ta-ta!